Hello everyone, welcome back to Sincerely Self Podcast. My name is Lexi. It's a solo episode week and it's the best time for there to be a solo episode because it's my favorite holiday. Well, I'm recording this on Halloween. This will be uploaded just on Halloween weekend, I guess, but it's Halloween, you guys. Happy Halloween weekend. If you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching any of the clips that I upload, yes, I am a scarecrow. Please don't judge the makeup too bad because I was with children all day and I have been wearing this literally since 7 a.m. It's like 3 right now. So the makeup is not looking the best right now, but that's okay. Not the focus of the video, right? I hope everyone has had an amazing week. I hope everyone caught the episode last week with John Kippen. Amazing, so much insight. He also put a special promo code only if you got to the end of the episode. Like, I literally didn't even put it in the description. You have to get to the end of the episode, and it's for a free PDF of his book. Literally go and do it. But you gotta listen to the whole thing. It's worth it though. So worth it. So if you haven't caught that episode, make sure you go and watch my episode with John Kippen. I am so excited that you're here. If you're new to Sincerely Self, I love you. I'm so happy that you're here. You guys, there's been a lot of, growth, I guess you could say, with the podcast the last 5 months, but especially the last 2 months. And it's so exciting. It's also so crazy to think that I've been doing this for 2 years and now so many people listen to this. Or it's not just my close friends and my family. And sometimes I forget that I'm like, wow, people who don't know me in real life know who I am. People in different countries know who I am if they listen to my podcast. So kinda tea. Also, you guys, last little thing before we get to the episode, I put self-tanner on except for my face because I was just like, I'll do it later. And it's bothering me so bad. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is another sign to go watch it, I guess, so you can see. I literally look like I'm wearing white face paint, but I really just didn't tan my face and didn't put bronzer on. So I've been going around like this. With it being fall, Halloween's now closing in. It is Halloween today. Halloween's now ending. Now the point we're getting to is Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving seems to be the only time that anyone talks about gratitude. And I think it's such an important topic. And treating other people how you want to be treated, I think it's such an important topic. But now that it's nearing the holidays, I feel like people are more receptive to it. And just with the state of our world right now, especially if you live in the US, I think now more than ever, people need a little refresh of what empathy really means, the cause of it, how it benefits you to be kind to other people. And yeah, so I really have felt called to talk about this lately because I think certain values get pushed into politics and it's just like, that's not a political opinion. Like, that's just like human value. Do you know what I mean? And treating other people kindly and how you would want to be treated. Like, that's not political. It should never be political, okay? How you treat other people and taking care of other people and going out of your way to help other people is not political. And it should never, ever be classified as political. That should be bare minimum human decency. So, now that we've gotten that covered, let's jump into what I'm talking about. So, I love God. I have a very strong relationship with God. I am going to talk about God a lot in this episode. I'm not trying to push religion on you because I myself do not consider myself religious. I just love God and I follow Christ. And I'm not trying to push any sort of religion on you. God and universe can be interchangeable for whatever you believe in this situation. But I'm going to talk about God, a higher power, whatever you believe in this situation. So, another disclaimer. First, we're going to talk about gratitude. And gratitude at its core is appreciation for anything. Like, gratitude is such an open term. It can be a tangible item, it could be a feeling, it could be anything really that you could feel gratitude for. And around the holidays, I remember in school, when I was in elementary school, we would write like, oh, I'm thankful for these things, only around Thanksgiving. And more recently, in the last few years, I've seen it pushed a lot more in the self-improvement space to write a gratitude list every day. And there's already studies that prove that having a grateful or optimistic mindset changes and rewires your brain. And we already know that the words we say and the things that we think create our reality, but you're literally rewiring your brain to recognize things differently. And you're literally pushing your brain into a new area, into a new space. And I think gratitude should just be a given, okay? When you feel grateful for everything that you have, you stop viewing everything so negatively. That negative mindset really, really hurts you. And it really, really hurts the way you interact with other people too. If you're someone who always sees the glass half empty and the glass half full, viewing the glass as half empty, being pessimistic, you're always going to be able to find the bad in things. I feel like it's human instinct to almost look for the bad, actually, instead of the good. And a big part of that is because a lot of us are stuck in fight or flight. And so our nervous system is looking for anything to confirm its reality. So we're literally stressing ourselves out because that's what feels normal. And that's not normal. And this hustle culture that's pushed in our society is so deteriorating and demeaning. And it takes away the core values of human life, of being a person, of being a human. It takes away these core values. And I think we need to go back to the basics. And I kind of talked about this in my episode with the creator of Human Op. This would be 2 guest episodes back. And we talked a lot about the core values of human life, but appreciation and gratitude is for sure one of them, and one of them that changes the way that you view your life. If you're able to view something positive from everything that's happened to you, even if the positive has to be a lesson you learned, or if the positive has to be you learned more about yourself, that's what it's gonna have to be, right? And that's not a bad thing. Some people on the other side of an event will tell you that this horrible thing that they went through was actually one of the best things that happened to them because it changed them as a person. Having that mindset is the growth mindset. And it's the only way to continue to get to this version of you that you want to be. Because if you can view yourself as that, you are capable of it. You would not feel attracted to something if it wasn't meant for you in some way. Period. The next thing we're going to talk about is treating other people how you want to be treated. Okay? In the Bible, it talks so much about taking care of other people and treating other people as your brother and sister, literally. And I think God gets painted in a lot of people's minds just from experiences they've had with people who claim to be religious or Christian or whatever it is. They get this idea that God comes with restrictions, that God comes with judgments, that God comes with isolation and only choosing people who are like you, when the true story of Jesus Christ is the opposite. Jesus was somebody who hung out with and was always trying to give his love and his guidance to the groups of people in society who were punished, the groups of people in society who were looked down upon. That's where you would find Jesus Christ, is with those people, because he was trying to show them the love that he knew that they needed in that moment. And a lot of those people are the most humble and least judgmental people that you will meet. So the story of Jesus Christ is so much sacrifice, so much gratitude. Even when people were punishing him, he loved them, and he still, he knew which one of his apostles was going to betray him, and he still treated him exactly as if he was close to him, you know, and treated him no other type of way. And that's what being Christ-like is. Embracing the people who are not like you, embracing the people who are being punished, speaking up for those who are being punished for who they are, and speaking up for those and defending those who don't have a voice and speaking for them, servicing those when you are able to. I read a scripture, I can't remember exactly what one it is, but it's in Psalm, I believe, and it literally says that if you are able and someone asks you for help, you need to give it to them. No, it literally says, like, do not wait and tell them, oh, I'll help you out tomorrow. If you are able to, do it. Do it then. For example, if someone's asking you for money, if you're able to, do it then. Okay? I was really called to talk about this episode because I was at the store yesterday and I was walking out and a man approached me and he asked me for a couple dollars for his family. And I didn't have cash. I literally didn't have what I needed to give him, but I felt the prompting before this experience to carry cash. And I had just never gotten around to it. I'll do it tomorrow, whatever. I just put it off. And in that moment, I was like, I need cash. I didn't have any cash to give him. And so I had to tell him, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I didn't have any cash to give him. I'm already like, and now I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I should have just gone back in the store and tried to get cash back. But for me, it was just like a slap in the face. Like, first off, why didn't I listen to that prompting? And second off, I need to always be ready to help someone else, because if that were me, I would want someone to be able to help me. If that was my family member, I would want someone to help me, especially with just what's going on in the world, especially around Thanksgiving. A lot of families got something taken away from them. That's a necessity. And so that in that moment, I was like, I need to talk about this, because for me, it was so humbling to not be able to help someone in that moment, knowing that I really could have, and knowing that God probably was using me as a tool to do that. So I challenge all of you to keep cash on you. Also, if you don't speak Spanish, keeping a few in your notes page, a pinned note, saying a few Spanish phrases with the English translation, like what is your name? What is your phone number? Who can I call for you? In Spanish, so that you're able to help other people when needed in public as well if you don't speak any Spanish. That's also something that I feel like is really important to do. And learning these things is human decency, because if it were you, you would want someone to do that for you. It's always one way until I don't know, I feel like people say things one way, and it's like, if you were in that spot, how would you feel if someone said that to you? Or how would you feel if someone treated you like that? And now more than ever, the world needs to come together. Now more than ever, do we need to lean on each other and help each other out as much as we possibly can. Now more than ever, are we being called to help other people. And if you have the ability and you are deciding to be closed-minded and to be selfish and to be stuck in your ego, what are you doing? Truly. And if you don't really believe in God, there's karmic laws that also go along with what you put out is what you attract. So if you're being stingy and you're being stuck in your ego and having a lack mindset, honestly, if you have quite a bit of money, I'm not saying if you are barely making it by, but if you have money, or if you know Spanish and you don't speak up, if you see something happening and you don't say anything, if you choose to have a negative mindset, that's what you're drawing into your life energetically. So how you treat other people is how you will be treated. Okay? Now more than ever, we need to be helping people who may not be like us, who we may not agree with, who we may have opposite political views with. Right now is the time to help everyone, take care of each other. Gratitude and core values go so hand in hand. I would say gratitude and selflessness are the most important values that there is. So take this as your sign. Take it Thanksgiving as your sign to help out in your community wherever you can. Donate to the local food bank if you can. Go and volunteer at the food bank. Ask in your community anywhere that you can volunteer and help if you don't have anything to give. Because now more than ever, people are needing help. And I think it's so important to realize that you can change somebody's life. And it'll be something that's so minute to you. I love you guys. I'm going to end the episode here. I know my solo episodes have been so short. I don't know, you guys. I think it's because when I was having a lot of guests, I don't know. I started off doing solo episodes and they used to be super long, low key. And then I've been with guests, and so I'm used to just like having conversations when I'm recording. I did just guests for probably 6 months. Literally no solo. No, probably not 6. I'm so dramatic about that. Maybe like 4 months. 4 months of just guests. And so I literally did not record just me. And so I'm kind of just getting back to that. Low-key, that's why I wanted to bring in solo episodes again, because your girl just can't yap to herself for that long anymore. I don't know what it is. I used to be able to so much, you guys. Also, if you do not follow the Instagram, please go follow the Instagram. It's just Sincerely Self Podcast. Follow the YouTube. I have LinkedIn, but I don't really use it. You guys can follow it. I literally don't link it anywhere because I don't use it. If you want to keep up with the podcast, Instagram and TikTok are the way to do that. I am considering starting to do TikTok lives. I think it'd be kind of fun. I don't know. I think it could be fun. But I need more of you to follow the TikTok before I do that. So go and follow the TikTok. If you are listening to this, whatever platform you're listening to this, leave it 5 stars if you have loved this episode. And if you want to, you can comment down on whatever platform you're listening to this on. And just let me know what you think. I love when I get comments and things like that. So please go and do that. Next week we'll have another guest. Very excited for that. And yeah, if you didn't watch the YouTube and you want to be able to see my scarecrow makeup, the next best place to do that is on Instagram when I post the clips. So make sure you go and do that. I'm also thinking of doing a Sincerely Honest soon, which is where I have a anonymous form that I'll post on Instagram, and I'll try and post it on my TikTok story too, so then people can see that too. And you can anonymously submit something that you want advice on, or anything really. And I'll talk about it on an episode. I haven't done it in a while. I was gonna do it a little bit ago, like 3 weeks ago maybe, and somehow I never got around to it. Isn't that how it goes? So I would love to do Sincerely Honest soon. Let me know what you guys would think about that. And I love you guys. I hope you have a great week. And I will see you next week.